What's up, everyone? I'm back at y'all with another video. Now, for this one, this is part 2 of my favorite movies. Now, I'm going to just try to go through these fast and simple. Alright, now, let's begin. First up, we have, and again, these are no in particular order. So, first up, we have Saw X. Now, I enjoyed the first 3 Saw movies, and then the rest of them are hit or miss. This film, to me, is the best Saw movie. This film had the best story line out of the whole Saw franchise. I just freaking love this movie a lot. Next up, we have Insidious. Now, James Wan, of course, he directed the first Saw movie, of course, but Saw X is my favorite Saw movie. But of course, he directed Insidious. Now, Insidious is a great horror film. I love this movie a lot. This movie, I consider it to be a classic. So, yeah, very enjoyable film. Next up is Insidious Chapter 2. Now, while it's not as good as the first movie, it's still one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite horror movies. Insidious Chapter 2, very good film. But not as good as the first movie. Next up, we have The Conjuring. Now, what I like about James Wan's work is, like, you know, in the first 2 Insidious movies and the first 2 Conjuring movies, is he knows how to build up tension and suspense and mood and atmosphere, and he knows how to create interesting characters. Great and interesting characters. And that's what he delivers in this film. This film has some great jump scares, some great mood and atmosphere. I enjoyed The Conjuring, the first Conjuring, very much. Next up, we have The Conjuring 2. Now, The Conjuring 2, in my personal opinion, is a little bit better than the first film. The Conjuring 2, I'm a huge fan of the Conjuring universe as a whole, but The Conjuring 2 just, the mood and atmosphere is just amazing. The Nun is just one of the creepiest demons I've ever seen on film. So yeah, The Conjuring 2 is a damn good movie. Damn good. Next up, we have Violent Night. Now, this movie became one of my favorite Christmas movies. I love this movie. The action, the freaking cinematography, the Christmas feel with this film is just amazing. And David Harbour is a really good actor. So yeah, Violent Night, fantastic film to watch around the holiday. Next up, we have Shrek 1 and 2, which is it's in this pack right here with all the Shrek movies except for, because I bought this movie before I bought Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. I enjoy the first 2 Shrek movies. The third one was meh. I liked it more than most people did, but I thought it was meh. I liked the fourth one a lot. So, yeah, I'm a huge fan of Shrek movies, but the first 2 Shrek movies are fantastic. And then Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is just as good as the first 2 Shrek movies. So, yeah, that had to be on the list as well. Next up, we have Bloodsport. Jean-Claude Van Damme's one of my favorite martial artists of all time. He's one of my favorites. And Bloodsport is a damn good martial arts film. Next up, we have Kickboxer, which is also one of my favorite martial arts films. Jean-Claude Van Damme is a great martial artist. And then we have Universal Soldier, the first Universal Soldier, which is also a fantastic action film. So yeah, those are on the list as well, of course. Next up, we have The Terminator. Arnold Schwarzenegger is one of my favorite action stars. Terminator is just incredible. I love The Terminator. Next up, we have The Terminator 2. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Fantastic film. Great action scenes. I enjoy this film a lot. Next up, we have Toy Story 1 and Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3 and, of course, Toy Story 4. I enjoy this franchise as a whole. That's why I put the whole Toy Story franchise on this list. this is one of the most consistent franchises of all time, to where each film is really, really freaking good. So yeah, I enjoy this franchise a lot. So yeah, and next up, another animated franchise I really do enjoy quite a bit is the Kung Fu Panda franchise. Now, the entire Kung Fu Panda franchise is on my favorites list because I enjoy all four of these movies. This movie, of course, this one came with like three of them. The first three movies, and then, of course, I got Kung Fu Panda 4. I enjoy these movies quite a bit. They're very, very good and entertaining. Next up, we have Spider-Man. The original Spider-Man is one of the greatest origin stories of all time. It's a fantastic film. And then we also have Spider-Man 2, which is also one of my favorite superhero movies of all time. Spider-Man 2 is just an incredible film. Next up, we have Spider-Man No Way Home, which is in my personal opinion, this is my favorite out of the Spider-Man franchise, that was shocking to me because I really love this movie quite a bit. Next up, we have Thor Ragnarok. The color scheme in this film and the action and the comedy, all of it fit perfectly. I even enjoy Thor Love and Thunder, but there are some moments in that film that took it too far, that's why that film's not going to be on this list. But this film, fantastic, very fun movie. Next up, we have the first Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, this is one of the best space adventure type movies in my opinion, and this is also one of the best Marvel movies in my opinion. This movie is very good. Next up, we have Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Now, the Russo brothers, they are freaking masterful at what they did. Like, they changed the game for superhero movies forever once they hit the screen, in my opinion. Because, like, after this movie, all the Marvel movies just became hits up until kind of recently. Marvel fell off the rails, got bad, like, they started becoming hit or misses. But, yeah, Captain America, the Winter Soldier, fantastic film. Next up, we have Captain America Civil War. This movie, the action and everything was great. The storyline, I enjoyed it. Like I said, the Russo brothers, they knew how to direct fun action sequences in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and add great stories and make the characters likable, all the characters. So this movie, very good. Next up, we have the 4 Avengers movies. Yes, I even enjoyed the second movie. That's why it's on my favorites list. I enjoyed the second movie. I know a lot of people were mixed on it. I enjoyed all 4 of these movies and what they did and what they accomplished. Like the first Avengers movie, fantastic superhero film. Avengers Age of Ultron, also a fantastic superhero film. And Avengers Infinity War, my favorite superhero film of all time. And Avengers Endgame, which is probably my second favorite superhero movie of all time. This franchise is next level incredible. Next up, we have the original Halloween and Halloween 4 and Halloween 2018. Now, I enjoy Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends, but when it comes to my favorites list, it's got to be these 3. So, yeah, start off by talking about the first Halloween. John Carpenter, for instance, he's one of the greatest directors of all time. And he's probably my favorite director of all time. Halloween, the original Halloween, is a masterpiece. The mood and atmosphere, everything about this film is great. Next up, we're going to talk about Halloween 4. Almost just as good as the first movie. If they changed the mask, it would have been just as good as the first movie. But the mask looked cheap. It looked like you can get it at a Dollar Tree or something like that. So, yeah, but the rest of the movie is great. Great kills, all that. Next up, we're going to talk about Halloween 2018. The mask is great. The kills are great. Fantastic film. Next up, we have Child's Play 1 and 2 and the Child's Play remake. I love all three of these movies, but of course the remake ain't as good as 1 and 2, but I still have fun with the remake. I'm a huge Chucky fan, and I love this franchise. Next up, we have Aquaman and Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Now, a lot of people don't like Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. I enjoy it. James Wan definitely knows how to direct a movie very well. So, yeah, he knows how to direct. Horror, action, doesn't matter. He's a great director. So, yeah, I enjoy both of these films a lot. Next up, we have American Pie 1 and 2. Now, I enjoy 90% of these movies. There's probably two I don't enjoy all that well, but the first two American Pie movies are some of the best comedies ever made. They're some of the best comedies ever made. I enjoy American Pie 1 and 2 quite a bit. So yeah, they're very funny movies. Next up, we have Not Another Teen Movie, this is actually a very funny movie. If y'all haven't checked this film out, I highly recommend it if y'all like comedies. Not Another Teen Movie. It's a very fun movie. It's not perfect, but it's on my favorites list for entertaining purposes because this movie is freaking hilarious. There's some very funny moments in this film. So yeah, this film, very funny, very enjoyable. So yeah. Alright, so yeah, I might do a part 3. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do a part 3 of my favorite movies. So yeah, I guess that's it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, please subscribe and share. Also hit the bell so you know when the video is uploaded. Peace out. Hope you enjoyed this video. I guess I'm out. Peace.